Hello. Video time. It's been a while. And I really hope that my sound quality is okay. I've recently had some issues with the iPhone microphone, but I don't want to keep myself from recording this, so I'm just gonna commit into it. And if the sound quality is shit, then we'll have to deal with it in some sort of way. I am in a wonderful city in Poland, and today's video is about treating people well. This, of course, yeah. This is a topic that's been on my mind for a very long time, and I honestly should have recorded this video a lot sooner, because by the way, Winter Wonderland, very nice. I should have recorded this sooner because it's not so much on my mind anymore, so I will stutter around a bit to remind myself. Let me try. I think I have to start with the fact that I recently fell in love and got into a relationship, and that is really wonderful news in my life. That's also why I'm in Poland. And prior to falling in love, I was experimenting with how to be very honest and do what I want, while also still treating people very well. And for me that was always a bit of a dichotomy. It wasn't so obvious how you could be unabashedly yourself without, I don't know, hurting people or like altering the fabric of reality so that it would bother people. But if you take treating people well as a thing you want to do, and otherwise, I certainly do, otherwise I wouldn't be talking about it, then I suppose, just like with so many things, you have to start with yourself. And how do you treat people well and also yourself well? Well, I guess you sort of give them what they want, and you can't always get what you want, but if you try sometime, you might get what you need. So it's something along the lines of trying to find out what people want and giving it to them. Oh, nice sun. And another version of this would be trying to help people articulate what they want so that you can give it to them. I'm personally actually not such a big fan of trying to cold read somebody, unless I would say I know them very well. Then it's easier and I can just make assumptions. But even then, for me, that is also treating people well. It's like not assuming so much and finding out more through talking what they want and what good I can do for them. For me, when I met many people this summer, and then finally also when I fell in love, and I should be specific that some of my meeting people were also short love relationships. I also had another component in this equation. For me, it's treating people well and being honest with each other. And for me, this is an interesting duality because, well, honesty isn't always nicety. And when you're honest with people, I think you're ultimately always treating them well, because I think you're bringing them closer to the truth. And being closer to the truth can hurt, and it needs a lot of love. Truth without love is unbearable, as they say. Christmas market, by the way. Cute here. So, being honest with people. Poland moment. How cute. How cute is that? Oh, I love that. Yeah, how can you treat somebody well and be very honest? I think for many people this is still a dichotomy that won't work out. And I think you have to oscillate between the two, and sometimes you have to bite the pain a bit of, I'm going to be honest with you now, and I'm not sure what that will mean for me, and I'm not sure what that will mean for you. But I assume that because it brings us closer to the truth, Daddy, because we will be closer to the truth, in the end we will have been treated well. And yeah, that's the yin and yang of relationships I've been trying to embody. And as I'm talking about this, of course, it comes to my mind all the places where I've been failing recently. Maybe having not treated some of my close people well. Maybe having been too self-righteous when it comes to wanting to be treated well myself, which is, however, a part of being honest. You have to be self-righteous sometimes and say, hey, look, I want you to treat me better. What are you doing here? But then it also depends on what kind of power level, or how, let's say, in many relationships sometimes there's somebody who is stronger and who is weaker, or maybe said more nicely, somebody who has more and who has less resources, especially emotional ones in a moment. And so I've also made the mistake of, I think, asking too much of somebody who didn't have many resources at a given time. Is that treating somebody well? In a way, not. At the same time, in these moments I was a bit emotionally under-resourced, and so I was more upset, so I was trying to stay close to myself. And then when both people are not able to bridge the gap to the other person by treating each other well or being honest with each other, then you have moments of separation. And so, ironically, as I'm valuing treating people well so much right now, and I've been thinking about it so much, at the same time I've actually had instances where, by being a bit more self-righteous with my own well treatment, let's say, I have had times of separation with some people who are near and dear to me, because I said, well, look, aren't you gonna treat me well? Because as always, you know, when I find something like this out, and it's something I found out anew, kind of, then of course you try and test it. And yeah, that's definitely what's on my mind. That kind of, yeah, that bit of self-righteousness. And I think, as always, that's a calibration, you know. You're like, oh, I can be self-righteous about being treated well. I can literally tell somebody how they ought to treat me, or how I would like to treat them. That doesn't mean they do it, but if they don't, then that's a question for a relationship. What does it mean? If I can ask you and tell you how I want to be treated, and you're not gonna do it, why? Are you unwilling? Are you unable? So that's a new conversation that brings us closer, once again, to the truth. So I really see this as a very wonderful context, that treating people well and being honest with each other goes hand in hand, and it's kind of a nice double curve that that grabs each other, kind of. I think you know what I mean. And it's a yin and yang. They kind of chase each other, and so I'm quite pleased with that kind of system. So in the interest of time, I think I'll leave it at that for now. I'm curious what you think about this. What does it mean for you to treat people well? And what does it mean for you to be honest? And how does it work well when you also are trying to love somebody, be it a lover or a friend, or a family member, or a brother, or a sister, or a father, or a mother? I'm curious, and I hope the sun shines on you like it's shining on me right now, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And I would like to say goodbye from the quite enjoyable city of Łódź in Poland. Good day, see you soon.